Hey, 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 all you hip chicks and hep cats, Anine Bojo. I'm Catherine M. Thompson. Let's get started, and I'll do the land acknowledgement first. And I don't have the comments in again. Sorry, guys, I just didn't get to that. So you have to wait for the live chat box that comes up on the YouTube. And I see one thumbs up, so that's great. We acknowledge that Monday Live at my home sits on the treaty territories of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, the Six Nations of the Grand River, as well as the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe Nation, Haudenosaunee, and Wendat confederacies, and the lands of many other Indigenous people who passed through or called and still call this land their home. This territory is part of the Dish with One Spoon Treaty, an agreement between the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and allied nations to peaceably share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. In making this statement, I acknowledge and honor that these lands carry the truth of the lives that were taken and the agreements that were broken, and the wisdom of ancestors whose spirits live on in the vegetation, soil, and animals. And in stepping on this land, we seek both forgiveness and permission from these ancestors that the agreement we have to responsibly honor and to respect all who are here now and all who have come before and all who have yet to come, recognizing that in many ways, these lands remain restricted from teachings, resources, and development in partnership with Indigenous peoples. We're grateful for the opportunity we have to live, to receive gifts from, to work on, and to benefit from this land. And I also wanted to mention that I am slowly beginning to understand the very profound relationship that the Indigenous people of, particularly the Anishinaabe, have with water. And I'll be telling you more about that in the weeks to come. I also want to mention that there is an Indigenous delegation at the Vatican this week. I think they have an hour with the Pope, and they're looking for an apology for the role of the church in the residential schools system. Perhaps they will, I would expect that they would also ask for the release of records and that kind of thing, some of which will likely be kept at the Vatican. So that's something to watch out for, and I'll catch up on that next week. And of course, I stand with Ukraine, and I think maybe next week, as I don't expect anything's going to be better by then, I'll wear my blue sweater again. I would love to be able to stand in front of the sunflowers, but I can't figure out a way of setting up my equipment so that will work, but I might be able to do it. I'll give it a try for next week. So this is Monday. It is Monday, March the 28th, and that was the cover art for the single release of Only Lonely Me, which is also, of course, on my album Wildcat. And there's no rain in the lyrics, but we will go out with the lyric video, which definitely is a bit rainy. And I would like you to let me know how you got here, because I'm attempting to use Restream today, and I thought I set it up to stream to YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, but the only link I could find was to the YouTube post. And it was a link to YouTube, and this morning it was not working on some of my posts, and then I kind of realized that the posts in Facebook are just, I think they're just going to go live in that post. I don't think there's any way to click on it. And the thing is, I don't think it's in it's in Catherine M. Thompson Cats Cupboard, my music page. It did post to my profile, but I thought I'd be able to share it to the music page, and still on a learning curve there, I think. So hopefully anyone who wants to see this will be able to get in and see it live, and if not, when you watch it back, just try to click on the post and see if it takes you to YouTube, and I'll check that out afterwards. Anyway, I may just be doing this whole thing as a YouTube post or as a post to YouTube, Twitter, and my music page and Facebook. It's going to be interesting to see. I didn't get specific instructions because it seemed so obvious what I was doing, and but sometimes that's not the case. So as I was saying, it's March 28th, Monday Live, and April showers bring May flowers, but in March it just rains. And even though we have a nice bright day today, which I didn't get the last 2 Mondays, it's bright this afternoon. When we woke up this morning, there was snow on the ground. It was snowing and raining all day yesterday. It's been below freezing, and it's going to stay that way for the rest of the month, except, I was like, oh man, March is going out like a lion. It's just going to be snow and rain and freezing rain and below freezing temperatures. However, on Thursday, the last day of March, apparently it's going to go up to 14 degrees Celsius, which is, I think I figured it out, was about 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Not bad at all, and but who knows what April will bring, Certainly showers for Mayflowers, but I thought I'd keep it all about the rain today. I did send a letter out yesterday to the website members, and so that link should work, but again, who knows? It's very strange. My YouTube channel, Catherine M. Thompson Cats Cupboard, it should take you to that. Well, that's where I'll post this. I don't know. It's very confusing. I see one thumbs up, but that could be Helen from when I first had the YouTube link up. Now, I'm hearing something like a radio. No, I'm not playing there. It's on airport. Okay. So, so as I was saying, this is about rain, and I'm going to do some of my songs, and well, actually, I think I'm only doing one that I'm singing myself, and some a cappella covers. And so this is the New Orleans Moon song that I wrote after Katrina, so that was a long time ago. But Louisiana, the southern states just get such terrible storms. And Louisiana was recently hit with a tornado, and some people got killed. And so, it's a terrible storm. So I'm going to sing New Orleans Moon in honor of the friends that I have in New Orleans and all the people of Louisiana and the South who got, this is awful early for the tornado season, I think. But anyway, here we go. Last time that I saw you, it was early June. That old New Orleans moon shone through our shadows. And now I'm way up here in Canada, following the news. I sit alone and cry alone, thinking of you. I'm wondering where you are, I'm wondering what to do. And Hurricane Katrina looks like hell is breaking loose. Ooh, ooh. The rain keeps falling, the water keeps on rising, the wind keeps howling, the people keep on dying. I don't know where you are, I don't know what to do. I want to fly the moon to New Orleans to rescue you. Having drinks on down at Feelings Cafe and on Lake Pontchartrain, food heaped on our tray. Now all the streets we walk together have been washed away. I cry, my friends, so all alone, so far, far away, far away. water keeps on rising, the wind keeps howling, the people keep on dying. I don't know where you are, I don't know what to do. I hope to fly the moon to New Orleans to rescue you. But I'm way up here in Canada, following the news. I'm sitting all alone, thinking of you. I'm wondering where you are, I'm wondering what to do. And Hurricane Katrina looks like hell is breaking loose. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The last time that I saw you, it was early June. That old New Orleans moon shone through our shadows. Well, I'm still not seeing any comments. Gosh, I wish I knew if somebody was watching. And if so, you should be able to. There's a little thing here that says add to broadcast. I wonder what that means. Oh, neato. It goes across the bottom. Well, that's nifty. I didn't know you could do that. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I've got some of my information in the way here. So I'm going to put it way down at the bottom. Maybe I'll move I'll move the PayPal me up. Oops. I don't want to shrink it. I just want to move it. That's it. Move. There we go. And then I can move this up a bit. So, yeah. So I think if you comment, it'll show up there. I hope I haven't lost all of you. Here I am trying to gather all of my friends and fans and followers together, and I end up in a Monday Live like this. So, yeah, there was snow on the ground this morning, and the last, I've done all that business. So until then, it's cold and wet, as I was saying, and very much, I see it's clouding over again. We're going to probably lose the sun. But I wanted to share a few other things with you, some of my favorite songs. And I probably did these last spring as well, or maybe in the fall. And this is a song that was written by one of the Neville brothers. It says N. Neville, so I'm not sure who that is. But it was recorded, one of the first songs I heard sung by Irma Thomas. And I love her. She's sort of bluesy, jazzy kind of thing, but it's a lovely song. So it's called "It's Raining So Hard." And let me get a drink of tea. The winter allergies are almost gone, but not quite, and I still have to go through the tree pollen, so yay. There we go. This is "It's Raining So Hard." I gotta get big voice for this. It's raining so hard, looks like it's gonna rain all night. And this is the time I'd love to be holding you tight. I guess I'll have to accept the fact that you're not here. I wish tonight would hurry up and end, my dear. It's raining so hard, it's really coming down. Sitting by my window, watching the rain fall to the ground. This is the time I'd love to be holding you tight. I guess I'll just go crazy tonight. It's raining so hard, it brings back memories of the time when you were here with me, counting every drop, about to blow my top. I wish this rain would hurry up and stop. I got the blues so bad, I could hardly catch my breath. The harder it rains, the worse it gets. And this is the time I'd love to be holding you tight. I guess I'll just go crazy tonight. It's raining so hard, it brings back memories of the time when you were here with me, counting every drop, about to blow my top. I guess I'll just go crazy tonight. It's raining so hard, it brings back memories of the time when you were here with me. This is the time I'd love to be holding you tight. I guess I'll just go crazy tonight. I guess I'll just go crazy tonight. Yeah, so there's an Irma Thomas song for you. And Irma is a wonderful blues and, well, New Orleans singer. She has her own club down there. And she survived Katrina and came back and reopened, I believe. Well, that was so many years ago. You know, she's one of my other favorite songs that she sings is You're Simply the Best. But of course, that is what that became connected with Tina Turner. And but I love Irma's version of it as well. It's IRMA Thomas, Thomas, if you want to look her up. So I'm still not getting any viewers on here making comments. I've got this horrible feeling that I've really screwed up today's live. Oh, well. I wanted to just pop the website up here. I know that you all have seen it, but anyway. So I want to thank anyone who has joined my email mailing list. Steve Andishaw, you're the latest. And I got the live letter out yesterday, like I said. And if you join the website, or even if you just go to my website, which is real simple, it's catherinemthompson.com, https://catherinemthompson.com. It's up there in the upper corner. So if you go to that and you go to the event list, I will have, even if it's like the day before or the day of, that's one really good place to find a link. And you just click the Monday Live there and it will open up my Monday Live. And I got the letter out yesterday and the link was in the letter as well. So that would really be helpful. But I think I know now how to put my followers together on one list, which is on my next to-do. It's going to take a few days because I got stuff happening tomorrow and Wednesday and so forth. But, you know, you can buy my CDs on my website. And speaking of merch, I have a little request for you to please put in the comments, even if it's after the fact. You're watching replays, that's fine. Because what I want to do is to collect some ideas about merchandise. Now, I ordered masks already back in spring of 2020, just as COVID was coming down, but they never materialized. It just went up in smoke. I'm sure that the company must have closed or something. But I was thinking of masks and maybe cups and teas and stickers and everything. So if you would let me know what you think in the comments, and if you have any other suggestions, you know, absolutely, by all means, please do that, because, you know, that now might be something that I can squeeze a little budget out for those things here and there and have them for sale on my website, and that would be great. And if there's anybody that you know who might be interested in what I'm doing, please let them know. Share the website with them. Oh, share everything that I, you know, share this, share my website, share my music page and Facebook and everything. So, dear Helen in England, so you know which Helen you are, as a visual artist, by the way, and she's a Twitter friend, as most of the people who watch this are Twitter friends. And she mentioned, when I talked about It's All About the Rain, she mentioned James Morrison's song, Don't Stop the Rain. Well, I have to admit that I had to look it up, and I don't know that song at all, so I haven't learned it yet. But it made me think of the Creedence Clearwater Revival song of Who'll Stop the Rain. more my vintage, you know. And so I haven't learned that yet either. I mean, I recall it, but I don't recall it clearly. So maybe one day I'll do a live that has both of those songs in it, and Don't Stop the Rain and Who'll Stop the Rain. That might be kind of fun. And instead, what I had prepared was I have got another song for you from another source. But what I thought I could do today is, because I'm not reading any of my own poetry, is I thought I would read Who'll Stop the Rain by Creedence Clearwater Revival. And it was written by John Fogerty. So here we go. Long as I remember, the rain been coming down, clouds of mystery pouring confusion on the ground. Good men through the ages trying to find the sun, and I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain. I went down Virginia seeking shelter from the storm. Caught up in the fable, I watched the tower grow, 5-year plans and new deals, wrapped in golden chains, and I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain. Heard the singers play, and how we cheered for more. The crowd had rushed together, trying to keep warm. Still the rain kept pouring, falling on my ears, and I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain. And I think that's a really beautiful piece of lyrics, and I thought I'd share them with you. And then when I get around to the point where I can actually sing the whole thing, you know, then I'll do that for you. So this is, oh, that's so funny. I was looking at and I'm saying, here's another standard with the verses written by Richard Rogers. I'm like, what? So I left one of last week's things in this week's script. I'm not going to do that. In fact, what I'm going to do is, it's a song from the musical The Fantastics. There's some issues with the Fantastics, I will say, in the light of today's kind of the way we look at things. And I know there's at least one song in there that would probably be cut from the musical if it was done today, or changed, rewritten somehow. However, it's a really fun musical, and it's called The Fantastics, and I think it's STIKS at the end of it. And this is called Soon It's Gonna Rain, and it's in my upper range. So more tea. That's lemon ginger tea with honey. Hear how the wind begins to whisper. See how the leaves go streaming by. Smell how the velvet rain is falling out where the fields are warm and dry. Now is a time to run inside and stay. Now is a time to find a hideaway where we can stay. Soon it's gonna rain, I can feel it. Soon it's gonna rain, I can tell. Soon it's gonna rain, what are we gonna do? Soon it's gonna rain, I can feel it. Soon it's gonna rain, I can tell. Soon it's gonna rain, what'll we do with you? We'll find 4 limbs of a tree. We'll build 4 walls and a floor. We'll bind it over with leaves and duck inside and stay. Then we'll let it rain, we'll not feel it. Then we'll let it rain, rain pell-mell. And we'll not complain if it never stops at all. We'll live and love within our own 4 walls. We'll find 4 limbs of a tree. We'll build 4 walls and a floor. We'll bind it over with leaves and run inside to stay. Come run inside to stay, for soon it's gonna rain. I can see it, I can feel it. Run inside, and then we'll let it rain. We'll not feel it, then we'll let it rain. Rain pell-mell, and we'll not complain if it never stops at all. We'll live and love within our walls. Happily we'll live and love, no cares at all. Happily we'll live and love within our castle walls. So that's a song from the Fantastics. Look it up. I'm sure it's available somewhere and somehow. And just remember, there's one song in there that people would shake their fingers at, because it uses a very ancient meaning to a word that we have very strong feelings about these days. I don't think the ancient meaning is acceptable anymore. So that's pretty much it for today, although I am going to play the Only Lonely Me lyric video. You can PayPal me tips. You can contact me at, I thought I put this on there, but maybe I didn't, and I'm going to, oh, I see what's happening. Okay, never mind, I'll leave that there. You can contact me through the website, info@catherinemthompson.com. That is my website email address, and it will come right through, and I'll get it. So if there's anything you want to make suggestions, requests, if there are any of my songs that you'd like to request, for instance, I know Helen over in England would love to hear A Shot of Whiskey anytime soon, and there's lots of different things. And this happens to be Rebecca King's favorite song. And so here's the lyric video, and I'll be back just to say goodbye as soon as the song ends. And where are we? Oh, we want the song videos. Yes, we do. We want the Only Lonely Me video, and let's hope that this works. Yes, it does. Into this crazy world, there is nothing here to see, only broken hearts and broken dreams, only lonely, lonely me. You don't want into this empty life, an empty spot where life should be. Broken dreams, only lonely, lonely me. You saw me on that cold, cold corner, a wild wind whipping through my hair. I never wanted you to see me in my deep and dark despair. You don't want this bitter crossroads. Branches break on barren trees. Only broken hearts and broken dreams. Only lonely, lonely me. Hi, Joseph. Through my hair. vacant home, ashes where the fire should be. Now who hides behind these fragile walls? Only lonely, lonely me. Only lonely, lonely me. Only lonely, only lonely, lonely me. Hey, Joseph, it's great to see you. Listen, I was going to just say goodbye, but can you tell me, please, before you go, would you please put in a comment about where you're watching, whether you're watching in YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter? Because I, as everybody has heard from all through this, I set up Restream, and then I just, it was supposed to go to all three, and now I just don't know what's going on. But maybe you just popped in to say hi, and then I know you're working sometimes when I'm doing this. So if you're really there, if you're still there, can you please just put YouTube or Facebook, No. So you probably just listened to saw that the video was on, and that was it. Alrighty, guys. Well, see you next Monday. Bama P. Please answer the questions that are in the YouTube. That would be very helpful for me, or in the video, which will be on YouTube. It'll be on my YouTube channel, Catherine M. Thompson, Cat's Cupboard. And not that there's other than Joseph, there's just me on the live chat, so that's not so important. But you can put it in the comments on the YouTube video, because I will definitely read them and act on them. Okay. And we'll see you next Monday, and I hope I've got that figured out by then. I will, I'm going to have to go back to eCam and ask Adrian on eCam just how the heck I make this work so this doesn't happen again. Okay, Bama P.